This video was made possible by EA Creator Network. Special thanks for inviting me to this opportunity.
EA Sports, in partnership with the United States Golf Association, so proud to spotlight golf's best amateur talent from around the globe. Today, we bring you coverage from this opening round. This is going to be a compelling 4 days of golf. A lot of storylines to follow as we move through the weekend, and we take a look at the leaderboard here in round one. We've got a tie at the top at 3 under par. We head out to the course as we pick up the action on the tee at the par 4 fourth. This one started up the right side. Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a fine tee shot right there. And with that, we welcome Nota Begay III, four-time winner on the PGA Tour. And Nota, you've been in this spot, and every tournament is, in a way, a classroom. Maybe a classroom at Stanford, your alma mater. It's a chance to learn, isn't it?
It really is, and the hardest thing is to temper your expectations and to keep the nerves under control, because every single round from this point forward can be a stepping stone and an opportunity to learn and make your game better and move towards your ultimate goal of playing at the highest level.
And this is looking really good.
Oh, I always knew that was going to be a good shot when it left the club face. What's that, 8 or 9 feet? Excellent shot.
8 feet remaining here for birdie. Okay, that one finished off. It's a par here at 4, and that's going to keep them at 3 under. On now to the number 1 handicap hole on the course. That is the 445-yard par 4 fifth. This one plays right along the bluffs of the Pacific. Keeping it straight here is the big key, because trouble lurks on either side if your tee shot or your approach are wayward.
This round's been a clinic so far, and that's another great drive and another good opportunity to make another birdie.
Second shot coming up, just 97 yards left to the flagstick.
Well, the ball is on the green. That's about all I can say with that. With a short wedge in hand, you'd expect that certainly be much closer than that.
One's tracking on a very good line. Look out. Oh, wow, that is some kind of putt. Perfect speed, perfect line. It's in for a birdie. And they're going to surge into the day one lead. The second par 3 of this front side, another long one, this 6th hole measuring out at 217 yards. That voice in your head will be telling you, don't go left, because if you do, you'll be down the cliff and onto the beach here by 5 Mile Point. Yeah, that one came in a little hot. It's safely on, but it'll be a long look coming up. We welcome in Iona Stephen. This, a putt for birdie.
And I think you need to start this one just outside the hole to the right and let that ball work its way slowly down the hill.
The pace, absolutely perfect there. Down the slope, it's in for a birdie. And the lead is now 2 here on day one. We head away from the coast now due east as we come to the par 4-7. A big wide fairway should make the tee shot manageable, but from there, this 3-tiered clover-shaped green provides a lot of opportunities for 3 putts if that approach wedge is not dialed in. And that will do just fine. Wasn't right down the middle, but it wasn't bad at all. Coming at this second shot from the right side of the fairway.
That's a head scratcher, that approach shot from relatively close in. I would have been looking at 10 to 15 feet.
This one's going to need to carry some pace with it. A long one for birdie. Back up the slope. Come on, you can't leave it that short, can you? 10-foot putt left. Nah, got it out there too far. It was trying to come back, but couldn't get there. Nicely judged, though it's 4-5 here at the par 3. And that's going to drop them back down to 4 under par. EA Sports, in partnership with the United States Golf Association, so proud to spotlight golf's best amateur talent from around the globe. Today, we bring you coverage of the second round. Things starting to slowly take shape here on this Friday. For some, it is a race for the top prize. For others, it's a fight to stick around for the weekend as we show you the leaderboard. Our leader on this Friday is our featured golfer. It's a 5-shot advantage here, as this has been a runaway to this point. Let's get out to the play as we pick things up at the par 4-7. Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway. Perfect spot to play this second, middle of the fairway.
That's a bit of a head turner, really. That was a green light situation from that distance, and far from the best shot I've seen today.
Birdie putt coming up, and we go to Iona Stephen.
And this is a putt that's probably a little slower than most people realise. Slightly up an incline with a little bit of movement to the left.
Close. Couldn't ask for much more on that putt. That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7. And that's going to keep them at 10 under par. The 8th hole is a par 4 at 385 yards. This one, similar in a lot of ways to the 3rd hole. The bigger hitters can easily clear those 2 fairway bunkers and, in theory, leave just a little pitch on for their 2nd.
It was a good tee shot, a little unlucky to run into the first cut.
That is going to be tough in there. That is into the heavy stuff. More troubles there.
Now a 7-footer.
Okay, no further damage. It's a bogey 5. And this is going to drop that lead down to 3 shots. Well, whereas the 8th was a short par 4, nothing short about our closing hole here on this front side. The par 5 9 topping out at 585 yards, the longest hole on the course. That said, birdie is certainly not out of the equation. That is, if you can avoid the pot bunkers in the landing area off the tee. Just what you want at this point in the round. You're trying to find a rhythm, hit fairways, hit the middle of the club face. That's what they did right there.
Normally they stick a tee in one end and a flag in the other. You're advanced away. But that second shot on this par 5, that completely took the green out of play. Airmailed. That is a big mistake. Nobody's really going to be happy after that shot, squandering a really good opportunity of making birdie at this par 5.
Chance now for another birdie.
And it looks pretty much straight overall, but it's going to pick up a lot of pace as it heads down this slope. Needs to be careful.
Okay, can't take putts that length for granted, but that's in for a par. We begin the back 9 here at Bandon Dunes with a par 4 measuring out at 380 yards. It's yet another hole where that blue ocean catches your eye in the distance beyond. This hole, fairly straightforward, but big hitters should take note of that pot bunker that sits about 30 yards short of the green. Well, that's on a pretty good line so far. Well, they claim it's a reachable par 4. We haven't seen a whole lot of people do it today. We just saw it right there. Well done. The speed was right what you want, but the eagle putt doesn't go down. Well done there. It's a birdie to kick off the back nine. And with it, they'll move to 12 under par. EA Sports, in partnership with the United States Golf Association, so proud to spotlight golf's best amateur talent from around the globe. Today, it's live coverage of the third round. Well, if yesterday was any indication, we should be in for a memorable weekend of golf here as we take in the leaderboard on this Saturday. Our leader here on Saturday is our featured golfer. They are miles ahead of their competitors, as this is turning into a one-horse race so far. We head out to the course as we pick up the action on the tee at the par 4 fourth. And that was flirting with disaster the whole way, and it's going to wind up popping into the bunker. Missed the fairway in the fairway bunker now.
It's not all gloom and doom, though. Lip isn't too high. A good swing here still shouldn't be a problem.
Nah, coming out of the bunker, just couldn't get enough club head on the ball and comes up well short.
The strike was fine on the pitch shot. Ball first, then turf. Just wasn't really hit hard enough.
This is a 13-footer. That one finished off. It is a bogey here at 4. Unfortunately, with a big lead already, very little damage done. We turn northward along the beach here at the 445-yard par 4 fifth. Like the previous hole, the landing area is a narrow one, and it doesn't get much easier from there. The green's protected by a big bunker on the right, and be careful, because those onshore breezes like to push the ball that way. And that one looked good for a while, but it's going to get gobbled up by that bunker.
After the tee shot found the bunker, I was dreading this. Bunker to bunker.
Looking to splash this softly onto the green. Yeah, that's a really good shot. Had a nice upslope to work within the bunker. Always makes it an easier shot, able to take advantage of it. That one finished off. It is a par here at 5. And that's going to keep this large lead right where it is. We continue our turn northward along the bluffs as we come to the par 3 6th. It's another stout one at 217 yards. Most golfers will be happy to play toward the right center part of this large green and stay away from the trouble, including the cliff on the left. Okay, center of the green. Good shot. Let's bring in Nota Begay the third for a look at birdie.
And a very straightforward look here, down the hill with no break.
Oh, the pace was spot on. That ball somehow just decided not to go down. Safely in for par here at the 6th. And that's going to keep them at minus 12. We make our turn away from the ocean now and head to the par 4 7. At 411 yards, it offers a nice wide fairway to sort of bomb away into. That will likely leave an uphill approach for the second, the green that is one of the more difficult on the course. Yeah, that's a nice swing, and the result is going to be a tee shot that is set up just fine. Maybe not what you're hoping for from that number, but no damage. It's on the green. Pretty big left to righter here for birdie.
Yeah, just didn't play enough break there, and it comes up short.
That one finished off. It's in for par. And they're going to stay right where they are. The 8th hole here at Bandon takes us back toward the ocean. It's a par 4 at 385 yards, so it's not a long one. If you can successfully navigate or vomit over those 2 fairway bunkers, you would leave yourself with not much more than 50 yards or so for your approach. Yeah, nothing to fault there. Good balance, good follow through, and a good start to this hole. So after the big drive, this, a short approach to the par 4. That's a solid shot here into the 8th hole, and a good chance now for another birdie. 8-foot putt here. Okay, right on line. That's a birdie here at the 8th. And they're going to improve to 13 under par. On now to the finishing hole here on Bandon Dunes' front side, the par 5 9. It's the longest on the course, measuring out at 585 yards. You'll find a handful of pot bunkers in the inopportune spots along the way. But if you can navigate your way around them, you just might wind up with a birdie putt. This up the right side off the tee.
Excellent tee shot. Now it's decision time, whether to go for this par 5 in 2 or not.
really hit that second shot on the button to this par 5, but Frank couldn't get it to stop.
Yeah, too good, too long, sadly.
And that's going to leave some work, but it'll end up okay. A look here at birdie.
And this is a putt pros practice for hours, slightly uphill and dead straight.
Okay, that's finished off for a par. So our featured golfer likely going to be doing a little tossing and turning tonight, working with a 54-hole lead and looking for that first PGA Tour win. Frank, dial it back a few years. What's that?
A lot of years.
Yeah, what's that? EA Sports is proud to present continuing coverage of the world of golf. Today, live coverage comes your way of the final round. What a week and weekend this has been so far. Everything you want in a golf tournament. By nightfall, we will have our winner. As you take a look at the current leaderboard on this Sunday afternoon, our leader is indeed our featured golfer. It has been a textbook performance to this point. Let's head out to the course and pick things up at the par 3 15. And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass.
As they say, don't put that toolbox away just yet. Oh yes, even with things going wrong, never too late for that. And that, in the hole, to save a double bogey. Maybe the prettiest hole on the golf course, this par 4 16. A plethora of options off the tee.
Most end up deciding to see just how close to the green they can get it. Beware, though, of the ever-present bend and dunes pot bunkers, as well as some pretty thick gorse off to the right. And now, problems there for our leader. That ball into the very thick stuff here off the tee. Let's bring in Nota Begay III once more. Nota, when you were a kid with those big dreams, 11, 12 years old, you're on the putting green practicing all those hours. The 4-footer was for what?
Well, these 4-footers and a lot of 4-footers today are going to be for one of the biggest prizes in golf, and that's an invitation to the Masters and to the U.S. Open. And for any young golfer trying to work their way up the ladder, those are the pinnacles of achievement in our game. So a lot at stake today, a lot of pressure. Let's see how it goes.
From about 8 feet. Oh no, I thought that was in for sure. Just a little jag right at the end, gonna leave it on the lip. Okay, that in for a bogey at 16. But fortunately, this one still well in hand. A lot of these holes here at Bend and Dunes have big, wide landing areas. That is not the case here at the par 4 17. You'll need to thread the needle here with bunkers on either side, thick rough on the left, and a canyon to the right. But a safe drive in the fairway can yield a pretty good look at your second. Showing no signs of a let-up here. This tournament seemingly under control, as that's in the fairway here at 17. This is where club selection is so important. Second shot into that stiff breeze.
Lovely pitch shot. Just nipped that ball off the turf. Just flew through the air beautifully. Sat down fairly quick as well. Good shot.
Yeah, that's good putt. It is in for par here at 17. And this will stay a 4-shot advantage with time running out for the rest of the field. On to the home hole to wrap up the round here at Bandon Dunes. And after battling to get here, isn't it nice to have a birdie hole to take you to the clubhouse? That's what we have with this 558-yard par 5. Simply avoid the bunkers off the tee, and you should have a good chance to reach this green in two. No issues here. That is into the fairway. That's it. 2 solid shots right there, Frank.
Certainly taking advantage of this par 5 and comfortably on for 2.
Now, wouldn't this be something to cap the round? A long look at a closing eagle. Well, this one is tracking. It's on a good line. Look out. This one could be really good. Oh, very nearly an eagle. It was judged beautifully. The speed was perfect. It just didn't go down. Yeah, that's well played. It's a birdie at 18. And this will be a final round score of 74. Frank, one way to look at this is as a possible stepping stone to future greatness. It's an amateur title for our featured player, and it does include a ticket to compete in the Masters and the U.S. Open.
Huge present on the back end, that's for sure. But Rich, you and I have both had a lot of fun covering the amateur game, some of these great amateur tournaments around the world. And we see this young talent, and I mean, there's a lot of it, but it only sort of eventuates in one winner.